And okay, looks like we're live. So, hey everybody, this is Roberto Blake of robertoblake.com. And today I'm going to be geeking out with you over something really cool, the iPhone 6S. Yes, I did get the iPhone 6S. I got it for launch day today and decided, you know what? Let's do a live unboxing video for the iPhone 6S. So, I'm doing this here on the YouTube channel with you guys, but I'm also doing it for my audience over in Periscope. And my audience over in Periscope actually does get little exclusive live streams for me. So if you've been missing out on some of that stuff, just go ahead and follow me over in Periscope through the Twitter. Want to say hi to all my Periscope folks who are following me. Thank you for tuning in, and continue to ask your questions during the unboxing, and I'll try and answer them for everybody. But yeah, buying this was pretty easy. I've got the space gray version, 64 gigs. It's got the, I went with the iPhone 6S and not the 6S Plus. I don't want the bigger screen and form factor. I'm probably going to go with a larger form factor for a replacement for my Android phone, because I'm still, playing both teams, Team Android and Team Apple. So I'm doing that. But I probably will go like with either an LG or a Note or something like that for this. Something that'll also shoot 4K video, and I want to do some comparison stuff between those. So that's pretty cool. But the iPhone's going to be tremendous, and I do want to be one of the first people to make an independent film with the iPhone 6S before the end of the year. Yeah. Hi to everybody on the live YouTube stream as well. I see that there's some of you here, so thank you for tuning in, and this is going to be tremendous. So let's see. We could do questions after I at least unbox it so that we can get to that part. And I think that'll be cool. So the thing that I am going to say is that this is the first time that I've ordered a new iPhone. I inherited my iPhone 4S, and this is my first new iPhone. So this is going to be an experience for me. Last year, I did get the iPad Air 2. Hey, Terry White, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get into this thing too. I know you got into yours earlier this week. So I'm going to see what this iPhone 6S is about. We're going to experience some of the new things and features. And so let's get into it. I'm going to probably all week, in addition to my regular content, be posting stuff about the iPhone 6S. So definitely make sure you're staying tuned for that. I'm going to give my first impressions probably tomorrow after I get my SIM card changed over from this phone. And then that's going to be cool. So tomorrow I'm going to change over my SIM card with T-Mobile for the iPhone 6S, take that out of the iPhone 4S, and that will just become my web only, like, extra phone and a backup or whatever. I still do have my Android Samsung Galaxy S3, which will eventually upgrade to some new Android phone. Love this packaging. Love the artwork. This is tremendous. So let's get into the unboxing. Let's get into the big reveal of the iPhone 6S. Slowly there. All right, look at that. That is gorgeous. That's beautiful. Let's go ahead and carefully pull that out. Feels good in the hand. Very nice. I went with the space gray version. See that? Showing you guys on the YouTube because I know the light's getting in the way. You guys for the Periscope as the space gray. Oh, hi to everybody in France. Yeah, so this is my first new iPhone. So very cool. Feels good in the hand. They made this more durable. They made this also slightly thicker. I don't anticipate this one bending. So that's definitely one for the plus side. They also did make this out of a new, more dense material in terms of the screen. So that's cool. I think it's the Sapphire Gorilla Glass. So I just took the protector off of that. I probably will get some kind of iPhone 6S overall screen protector. So I'm going to be on the lookout for that. If anyone can recommend one, then definitely do that. The headphone jack is on the bottom. That's not something I was anticipating, and that does negatively impact some of my thoughts on accessories, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. But that is interesting. But I think it could be a plus side for my lapel lavalier mics when I'm doing live streaming. So that means it won't get in the way of the camera. So that could actually be fortunate. A sprigging cover, that might actually be a really good idea. So I might get a sprigging cover. Somebody recommended that. This is really cool. Let's take a look. We got obviously the information here for it. So I'm going to just set this carefully in my lap, very carefully. Yeah. So we've got this. It's got all information. I basically know how all this stuff works, though. I hear the 6S Plus has a great screen, and I know that the S Plus screen probably was going to be bigger and it was going to have more pixel density. But I did get, and there's a sticker in here somewhere. That's right. I'll figure out what I want to do with that later. But the interesting thing, and the reason that I went with the 6S instead of a 6S Plus was because I want the smaller form factor and it is more comfortable in my hand. And I know because I'm a smaller guy, I have concerns about dropping this phone, and it's so expensive. This one, the overall cost of this was tremendous. It was astronomical. But the upfront cost of this for me was 100 down, then the taxes for 150, and then I forget what I'm paying T-Mobile on every month. I really don't care because I know I will make back the return on investment, especially once I start cranking out 4K video samples with this. So someone's telling me they haven't put any screen protectors on their last 3 iPhone screens and never had a problem. That's great. I'm not going to take any chances, especially since in my case, I'm going to also be doing filmmaking with this. So I don't intend to take as many chances because I know that I'm going to be probably doing slightly more rugged stuff than the average user. So we got our standard charger here as far as the USB side. This one does take advantage of the lightning cable, just like the iPad Air 2 in my case. I have the iPad Air 2 because I'm actually on the new stuff finally. We got our headphones. That's awesome. Can't remember what happened to my headphones for the iPad Air, but I also have some great Bluetooth wireless headphones. I have a couple of them. I'll probably bring those onto a video and a live stream. Well, maybe not a live stream. I'll probably just do a haul video of all my phone accessories because I have some stuff, especially for the recording side and for live streaming. I'm actually live streaming this with a mount from Archon and then a rig from Joby. So I'll probably link that stuff up later. So if you guys want to do that kind of Periscope live streaming, Meerkat, whatever, you can do that. This is amazing. This feels so good. So we're going to actually turn this on. And what I'm going to probably do tomorrow after I get this hooked up with T-Mobile is over here on the iMac, I actually have reflector. So I can actually start demoing and I can do a what's on my iPhone video and show you guys all my apps. But let's go ahead and turn this on. Ah, look at that. That is nice. Look at that. For you guys over in Periscope. For you guys over on the tube, that is awesome. So I'm playing the waiting game. And now it's searching. It came, looks like it, did it come fully charged? I think it came fully charged. So it just said hello. I don't know if you guys can see that. I doubt it because of the light reflecting, but I don't know what I can do about that. But yeah, it says hello. Hello. So yeah, so doing that, select English, United States, choose a Wi-Fi network. I'm gonna select my Wi-Fi network. You know, it's the one thing that does bother me. Okay, there we go. So for a minute, I couldn't see what I was doing as far as like typing that stuff in. So, okay. So it's immediately, let me get on the Wi-Fi. So I'm going to be able to make use of this right away. So that's pretty cool. Enjoying that. And again, waiting game. Yeah, let's go ahead and enable location services. Touch ID, use your fingerprint. So we'll just go ahead and we'll do that. All right. And adjust my grip. So they can just get all of that. So yeah, I do like Touch ID. I think it's super convenient. So I've got Touch ID based on, my fingerprint. So that's pretty cool. I like that as a security feature overall. That's always been fun. Passcode options. What do I want to do about that? that kind of thing gets a little annoying for me because it's one more thing I have to remember. Blah, 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 blah. Apps and data. So I have the option to restore from my iCloud backup. That's tremendous. So I'll just type in my Apple ID and I'll get everything from my iPhone 4S right here from my previous backup. So that's actually really cool and convenient. So I do like that. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So that is pretty cool. And then we'll see what this is all about. We'll get totally into this. So yeah, you will have to do that if you've never done this before. Then that's something that you'll have to get used to and that you'll have to do. So I think that's pretty cool, and I do like that. I think it's actually pretty convenient overall, and so that doesn't bother me. Yeah, agreed to the terms and conditions, which I will hopefully read later instead of taking it for granted, and that way Apple doesn't get my firstborn or whatever. So, yep, that's fun. So I did a backup from my phone the other day, so I'll just deal with that. And I'll restore my data from that. So it's estimating the time remaining now. So it's going to set all that up. And I have no idea how long it's going to take. But my overall first impressions are this. The phone feels great in my hand. It feels super natural. It's super thin, especially compared to the 4S. It looks beautiful. It completely matches my iPad Air 2, which is amazing. And that's why I chose the space gray. I'm team space gray for life. And that space gray actually matches my iMac. So that's actually pretty cool too. Is that it feels like, consistent. For those of you who you can see a little bit of the iMac if you're on the Periscope. You guys in YouTube obviously can see the iMac and you see it all the time. But yeah, less than a minute to go on completely restoring my backup. I'm team space gray. That's what I'm all about. Space noids. Let's do it. But yeah, so in a minute here, this will be completely good to go. So I love that. I can't tell for sure, but I do think this came fully charged in terms of the battery. I can't tell though. All right, so it looks like it's about done setting up. So it's doing that. So we're about to be good to go here. Again, love the iPhone earbuds. Those are great. It's nice to have a set of these again. I don't know what happened to my other ones. But I'm all super organized out now, so I'll be able to keep track of these. And what do we have over? I was looking to see if I had some accessories that I wanted to show you guys. There are a couple of things that I do have for the iPhone that I specifically got. Like I said, I got the Archon mount. I got the Joby rig. I did get some very inexpensive lenses for this recently. So I'm going to check that out. But again, I also have the, from Dream, I have the Fibonacci wallet. So I'm going to actually slip that into here very quick soon. I'm going to place that over there. So this is the, Fibonacci wallet from Dream. It's a really cool company. They knew I was getting the 6S, so we worked it out, and I'm going to do a review for them and show that off. But this is cool because it actually works not only as a case for your iPhone, but it's actually a wallet too, so you can actually put all your stuff in there, and it works out really nice. I've seen people look at this for other versions, but this one is for the iPhone 6S. So enter my passcode. Update completed. Continue. So my iPhone was successfully updated, and I just synced over from earlier this week all my stuff from the iPhone 4S. The name again of this case is the Fibonacci wallet. So I'm just waiting for that to load up, but oh my God, this feels so good. So this is updating my iCloud settings now because I typed in all that stuff and it's going to sync up. But I'm just going to actually slip this in here just to get a quick preview while that's going on. of the Fibonacci wallet that I'm going to have for this. And again, I'm probably going to put some other protective case on here. But let's just go ahead and slide that in there. This is all metallic too, so that's convenient. So boom. Now I've got a wallet for my iPhone. And you see that I still have, camera there. So I can do that. And so we're all good to go. Now it's doing like Apple Pay stuff. And I'm just going to be like, yeah, skip that. Wait till later. Yep. Whatever. Siri helps you get started, blah, 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 blah. Turn on Siri later. Don't send the diagnostics to Apple. Display zoom. Choose how you would like to view iPhone zoom. Shows larger text and controls. Choose a view. Standard or zoomed? What should I do, people? Should I go standard or zoom? You know what? Standard. Well, let's take a look. There's zoomed. That's not bad. Standard. Let's go with standard. All right. So it's all set up. The case is great for Beam. Oh, yeah, I would agree. The case is probably good for Beam. I haven't gotten into Beam as much. Your settings have been restored. Connect to power and save battery while apps and media are downloading. Okay, so this came charged more or less. Use the Wi-Fi. I'm set up on my Wi-Fi, so I'm good to go there. Wi-Fi is on. Bluetooth is on. General settings. So here's what I want to show you guys that's interesting. Your App ID number are now being used for iMessage and FaceTime on new iPhone, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I got a little alert here on the iPhone 4S that I'm streaming the Periscope on. So that was interesting. But here's the interesting thing. I want to show you guys how much storage you get when you do that stuff. So I was using some apps on my iPhone 4S, and I sunk all that stuff over to my new iPhone 6S. And so now I've used 4 gigs of my 64 gigs is what I've used. But notice that it says, well, I know you guys probably can't see it, but it says I have 51.2 gigs available. Now that's interesting because this is supposed to come with 64 gigs. So where did the other 9 or 8.7 gigs go? I'm assuming that that's what's taken up by iOS. I'm assuming that the, 8.7 gigs is what's taken up by iOS. So if you've got the 16 gig version, keep in mind that like half of your storage is going to be gone when you start. So that's why I always tell people get the 64 gig version. Because look, I got the 64 gig version and I'm already down with just using 4 gigs. I'm already down to 50. So 10 gigs somewhere is sitting on the table. So if you got the 16 gig version, you'd only have like 6 gigs. So keep that in mind. So yeah, that's what's going on. And reality is most of my apps, even though I have a bunch of little apps, I have like a bunch of Adobe apps, I've got some other stuff, like most of that stuff, not taking up a lot of space, not taking up a lot of space. Most of my apps are under 20 megs, 40 megs, whatever. So it's not taking up a lot. The biggest apps that are taking up space here are, guess what? GarageBand and iMovie and all the other Apple apps. All the Apple apps are taking up like, 300 and 700 megs. So that's happening. Hey, welcome back, Terry. So yeah, so when you get the 64 gig version of this, you can use 4 gigs like I did, and then you're already down to like 50. So, case in point, you've got to understand that you're leaving some space on the table. So that's what's happening there. But let me check a little bit of this out. I want to see what some of this new stuff is with, yes, I kept all the Adobe apps, by the way. I absolutely kept all the Adobe apps. I want to see what happens with this 3D touch experience that we've heard so much about. I'm curious about that. So what happens? I'm waiting for Instagram to load up. I'm here on the Wi-Fi. I wonder what happens when I press and hold on like an Instagram image or something like that. Nothing so far. I'll have to actually look at what the Apple keynote had to say about the 3D touch things. So overall, though, the display is gorgeous. The display is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you guys can see any of this because of the quality of live streaming, but I will show you guys when I do review videos and I put like it up on the iMac and stuff like that. But this stuff is insane how well it is. I can see Chef Lizette's like, gorgeous food stuff here. I can see the sketch from Jimmy Z Design, I can see like Black Rapid has this tremendous photo from San Francisco. I mean, it's insane how good this stuff is. So, I mean, that's what's going on. I absolutely love this new iPhone 6S. I love this Fibonacci wallet for it. This is really cool. And the pop-up display there, that works out really well. So if this is resting, then it's going to be able to do that. So that's super cool. It's got the magnetic stuff, so it snaps back in, feels really good, comfortable, and tight. So this is going to save me a lot of space in my pockets. That's going to be fun. So overall, I'm thrilled with the iPhone 6S. I'm absolutely thrilled with it. The screen is tremendous. It is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, hey, Choppy. Yep, iPhone 6S. Loving it. So, yeah, that's just so cool. Touch ID. I am going to have to adjust my Sword Art Online background for this screen because the dimensions are different than my my iPhone 4S. But again, I love it. It's awesome. This is a tremendous phone, and I think it's going to be amazing. So here's what's going to happen. On the channel here, I'm going to be doing some videos for the iPhone 6S. I'm going to be doing my first impressions video probably tomorrow. Then after I've used it for a couple days, I'll do a review. But what I will do probably Sunday is I will probably do a short video where I show photo samples from what the camera can pull off. Monday, I might do something like a what's on my iPhone and show you guys what I'm using as far as apps. Tuesday or Wednesday will probably be the actual official review of the iPhone 6S for me. And then I will probably do an accessory haul on Wednesday and show you guys what gear I'm going to use with this, including this case and some of the other stuff like the lenses that I'm using and the Bluetooth headphones and all that. Oh, by the way, yeah, someone said they love the shirt. So they'll always be creating shirts. You can get those at robertoblake.com/shirts or robertoblake.spreadshirt.com, and you can get one of the Always Be Creating or Create Awesome shirts. You can get the mugs. That stuff is all available and I'm bringing it up because somebody in Periscope asked. So that's why I'm not plugging the shirts today. Today is all about the iPhone. So yeah, no, this is tremendous. And other thing about this Fibonacci wallet is I can pull this out, and then that's really cool. And look at that nice little design there. So that's really cool. So this gives me that, and that's tremendous. And then when I need to put it back in, just snaps back in, all metallic-like, gives me the ability to use the camera there. Probably not for the flash nearly as much. But again, love it, love it, love it. This is so nice overall. Love my new iPhone 6S. Love the screen. Love everything about it. This was the right decision. This was the right decision. I'm going to make a 4K video. I'm going to make independent film with this thing, and it's going to be tremendous. Yeah. Cool Choppy is going to help me out with accessories. Cool Choppy over in Twitter. He's also Joshua Choppy or from Choppy Tech over in YouTube. So he's going to actually help me out with picking out some more accessories for my iPhone 6S because he's the mobile accessories guy. You know, he's one of the like coolest tech kids that I've seen in the YouTube space. Absolute hustler. Love what he's doing. So yeah, definitely help me out with Choppy, with that Choppy, and maybe we do a collab or something like that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and me geeking out over the iPhone 6S here. I know that this was a longer video, but it's like setting up the iPhone. You saw it wasn't that long to do, but I wanted to talk to you guys about it, share my experience with it, do a live unboxing here on the channel, unfiltered, unscripted, unedited, no B-roll, all that fancy stuff. Just show you what this phone is all about. And I think I accomplished that. So anyway, for those of you on YouTube, like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you're checking out the other iPhone 6S stuff that I'm doing throughout the week, probably throughout the month. And for you guys over in Periscope, I'm going to be Periscoping from this probably starting tomorrow. So be ready for the improved video quality. And I will catch you guys later. Have a good night wherever you are. And if you're watching this at some other point instead of live, then just have a great day. And remember to create something awesome today and geek out over stuff you love.